Yeah, no, Victor's playing,
Okay.
and so we're happy to bring him back.
Who's coming out?
Turk isn't gonna be available,
Okay.
and we're gonna go with 7 and 11.
Okay.
Is there any hesitation with RV's first game being an 11 forwards game, knowing that it might stretch his minutes maybe a little bit more? Or are you going to be kind of careful with it specifically?
Yeah, no, I can control his minutes even with 11, so I'm not worried about that, no. If you'll recall, I think we played with 12 forwards. I'd have to go back to his first game in Jersey, and he ended up with close to 20 way back when, so. No, I'm not worried about that at all. We'll try to manage it and see how he feels and take it from there.
Does the fact that you had 2 days off at the start of the back-to-back and 2 days off after the back-to-back give you a little bit more options as far as manipulating the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we're gonna be fresher. We're able to get a day off in between. So we were going, if we're getting to 11 and 7 again quickly, because we talked about that a lot, we were doing that when we had injuries. So since then, we brought Kempe back in and now Arvidsson back in. So those are players that, play a lot of minutes anyway. So it gives me more options that way for those players who are kind of big minute players anyways, to be able to get a little bit more. I don't know if that's answering your question, but because they're not young players, they're veteran players. They want to play. So it allows me more options that way. I won't use Q as much. How's that? For a while, I was using Q quite a bit.
On Turk, is it day-to-day? I assume it's an injury from you last night. Is he day-to-day? Can you give us a stat?
Yeah, he's just day to day. Yeah, he's day to day.
Jim, might be a better question for Victor himself, but how much are you hoping, counting on whatsoever, that he's in the clear, and might it just take seeing how he is out there over tonight, the next games or whatsoever, to know that he's in the clear?
Yeah, I mean, we have all our medical protocols. Those guys have worked with him. They've put him through, all the testing, all the protocols. He's skated hard now, I think, for probably 7 or 8 days. Practiced hard with us the other day as a full team. Practiced hard with some of the other guys who went out. So we fully expect he's 100% healthy, and there's nothing to
He's obviously dealt with setback, obviously, or at least had one after playing the 4 games.
Right.
This
was unrelated. So,
Okay.
Yeah, unrelated.
Jim, what do you want to see from your team early on in today's game?
I'd like to see us establish a forecheck. That was something we didn't do last night. I guess we did maybe a little bit later in the game, but not early. So our job here tonight is to make sure that we establish a forecheck early.
After last night's game, you used the term, I think it was emotionally ready. You wanted to see the guys be emotionally ready. Is that an example of, if they are emotionally ready, we'll see them playing that aggressive style?
Well, I hope so. It's emotionally, physically, it's a lot of things that, go into that. And I think there's an understanding of the standings, where everybody sits here. I guess we're Minnesota and we sit. So I expect that's going to be a playoff type of game, I would think, from their side too. So we have to be ready for that.
Rittich will start for you in that.
Sorry?
Rittich?
Rittich will play tonight, yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, you said you go get game to game with the goaltending, but now there's 14 games left. Would you like to see 7 and 7? Are you still going game to game? What's your?
Yeah, we're going game to game. There was a if we take it back, how far we got to go back? 3 weeks, a month. There was a stretch where David played more than Cam, and now there's been a stretch where Cam's played a little bit more than David. So, we don't know. They're both playing well, and we'll just take it from there.
Jim, I know that it's a collective effort among you guys, and you guys are sort of even built that way. But your biggest players among you came through last night. At this time of year, as you're building up, as you're trying to lock down the spot, just how much do the biggest among you, need to kind of lead the way in, as they usually do?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably every team. You need your big guys, and they're the big guys for a reason. They've showed a history of producing. But our first goal last night was by Laugh, which was a big goal and a big moment. So there's no reason that younger players can't contribute big goals and big moments. Sure, the big guys got to deliver, but then you look for the other guys in key moments. And I thought that was a really important goal because, like I said, we didn't forecheck. We weren't playing, particularly well in my mind. And then, that goal, I thought, just at least settled us down just a little bit.
How do you like how Alex has just been on a steady trajectory upward whatsoever. It doesn't seem like he's had those
No.
things. He's just kind of been on a steady trajectory upward in this rookie season.
Yeah, I mean, we probably are a little bit harsher evaluators. We've seen a few times where he's kind of gone and dipped just a little bit, but to his credit, he's been able to not dip deep. He's dipped, but he's got himself right back up again, and to your point, seems to have taken a step each time he's come back up. So, we didn't count on him having the season he's had. He's been a really good addition for us, and looks like a really good king going forward.